Thank you, Zach and Mary, for everything. I want to thank them in front of you guys for something else. Not too long ago, they invited my oldest daughter, Eveline, out for a full day of hunting and shooting a gun and getting all ready to be out in the great outdoors, not knowing what would happen. And last night, me, my wife, my daughter, and Zach were sitting in a blind thinking that the hunt was over. And ended up that my daughter got her first buck. She's 5 years old and got her first buck just a couple weeks ago. And I'll never forget that memory. That is the most special thing in the world for me. And I guess hillbillies like us are weird like that. They like when their family gets to shoot their first deer. That's a cool thing. But she did get to see the process of everything all the way from start to finish. She helped me process it, literally, all the way down to putting seasoning on her own steak with Mama. So I have to post some videos of the whole process. She's pretty excited. I wish she was still here. They were sitting up there. She'd be screaming her head off right now if she was. Hey, where is she? Come on out here in your traveling clothes. Okay, sorry. This is taking longer than I expected. Waiting on a woman. This is Eveline, everybody. Yeah, I think we all have questions, and this is a song that I guess won't answer your questions, but it maybe focuses in on the things that will. This is a song that I say is about humility, and it ties in to Christmas, but it's called Lower Still. Once was a king who was the king of everything, who had everything he needed at his feet. But the people of the land were crying out with empty hands. They were thirsty, they were dying in the street. He knew he and only he could be the one to lead him home. So he faced the winter chill. It's hard to believe he'd even step down off that throne, but he would go lower still. The first night away from home, you know he woke up in a barn, his royal body laying on the hay. It was a humble place to start, kinda lonely, kinda dark. And for the first time he had nothing to say. Pictures in his mind showed him the road that he'd go down, but it didn't bend his will. Already wrapped in a dirty blanket on the ground, he would go lower still. He brought hope and healing, mercy and love, and they praised him as he went from town to town. Some followed closely and some followed far. Oh, and others only tried to shut him down. Before he traveled back, he had some supper with some friends in an upper room, talking man to man. Then he got down on his knees and began to wash their feet, So this is something you do not yet understand. He broke apart some bread, raised his cup and gave a toast, said his blood would soon be spilled. Oh, and later in a garden it was dripping off his nose, but he would go lower still. And they were cussing, they were screaming, crucify him on that cross. They didn't know who they'd killed. Oh, and the serpent thought he won when they laid him in that rock. But there was life lower still. There was life lower still. There once was a king. He is the king of everything, who had everything he needed at his feet.